Boom! What's up, WNBA Nation? It's your girl from WNBA Storylines bringing you the hottest take on the most explosive story in women's basketball right now. Listen up, because what I'm about to tell you is gonna blow your mind. Chennedy Carter, once a rising star, just committed career suicide. You heard me right. This ain't just a foul, folks. This is a catastrophe of epic proportions. Picture this: the Chicago Sky versus Iowa Hawkeyes. Tension so thick you could cut it with a knife. Reportedly, again, I say reportedly, then bam! Out of nowhere, Carter drops the B word and shoves Caitlyn Clark, the golden goose of the WNBA. Are you kidding me? Now let me tell you something. In my days on the court, I've seen some crazy stuff. But this takes the cake, frosting, and the whole dang bakery. The aftermath? Nuclear. The crowd's booing, players are shocked, and Carter? She's standing there like she just swatted a fly. Reportedly, again, I say reportedly. No remorse, no apology, nothing. Now, I don't know about that. How can you tell if the young lady was remorseful? The press may be doing too much with that one. But here's where it gets juicy. Reportedly, the Chicago Sky? They're showing her the door faster than a New York minute. No core designation, no qualifying offer, nada. It's like they're saying, we'd rather have nobody than have you. Ouch! And get this, her teammates? They're unfollowing her on social media. In 2025, that's like getting voted off the island, people. Now you might be thinking, surely some team will pick her up. Wrong! We've got the inside scoop, and let me tell you, it's ugly. Reportedly, one exec said, and I quote, "We wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. Blasphemous." Meanwhile, Caitlyn Clark's over here changing the game. Merchandise sales up 500%, jersey sales through the roof. This woman isn't just playing basketball, she's revolutionizing it. So here's the bottom line, folks. Chennedy Carter didn't just push Caitlyn Clark, she pushed her whole career off a cliff. And in this league, in this economy, ouch. Remember, you heard it here first on WNBA Storylines. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go lie down. This level of foolishness is giving me a headache. Also, second, because her impact on the league is nothing short of revolutionary. Merchandise sales are through the roof, with WNBA gear up 500% and player-specific items skyrocketing by 1,000%. Clark's jersey is the hottest seller, outpacing even established stars. But it's not just about the money. Clark's popularity is reshaping the entire WNBA landscape. The Indiana Fever, Clark's team, is set to draw over 600,000 fans this season. That's 200,000 more than any other team has ever managed in a single year. This surge in attendance and visibility is giving the league unprecedented leverage in ongoing collective bargaining negotiations. Meanwhile, Chennedy Carter's situation continues to deteriorate. Not a single WNBA team seems willing to take a chance on her, with one executive bluntly stating they wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. The league is reportedly considering stricter conduct rules in the wake of the Carter-Clark incident, signaling a zero-tolerance policy for behavior that could tarnish the WNBA's image. As one insider put it, push the wrong buttons, or in this case, the wrong player, and you might just find yourself pushed right out of a job. In the end, this saga isn't just about one player's fall from grace. It's a stark reminder of the changing dynamics in women's basketball, where star power and positive image are becoming as crucial as on-court performance. As the WNBA rides the wave of Clark's popularity to new heights, players like Carter are learning the hard way that talent alone isn't enough in this new era of women's basketball. I am hoping that once heads cool down, Chennedy Carter will have more options for looking at a new team to ball with. This is WNBA Storylines. Expansion: Seattle, Philadelphia, and Toronto in the spotlight. You know, as someone who's been around this game for years, let me tell you, UBL expansion is the kind of move that shows the league is thinking big, and it's about time. I've seen the growth of women's basketball firsthand, and these cities, Seattle, Philadelphia, and Toronto, are tailor-made for it. Seattle? That's a basketball city through and through. I've coached in arenas where the energy from that fan base can practically shake the floor. They've been craving a team ever since the Sonics left, and now they've got a chance to have something special again. Trust me, that city will show up and show out for a UBL team. Philadelphia? Well, you're talking about a sports town that bleeds for its teams. Basketball is woven into Philly's identity, and they're going to embrace a team with the kind of tenacity and grit that reflects their community. That's a city that thrives on competition, and a UBL franchise there is going to thrive right along with them. And then there's Toronto. Adding a Canadian team is a brilliant move. It's not just about tapping into a new fan base, it's about making this league global. Toronto is a city that embraces diversity, and their love for basketball is evident from how they supported the Raptors' championship run. If the UBL builds that roster the right way, pulling in WNBA stars and international talent, you've got a team that could expand the league's footprint in ways we haven't seen before. On league growth and expansion priorities, You know what stands out to me? The timing. This isn't just expansion for the sake of expansion. This is a reflection of the demand for professional women's basketball. People want more of it. Attendance is up, TV ratings are climbing, and the level of talent is deeper than ever. Kathy Engelbert and her team aren't rushing this. They're making moves because they know the league is ready. And let me tell you, building these rosters is going to be just as important as picking the cities. Expansion drafts are tricky. You need to strike the right balance between bringing in veterans who can lead and young talent ready to grow. And with a market like Toronto, you have to bring in international stars, players who can draw global attention. That's how you make an impact, not just locally but worldwide. Kelsey Plum leads Vegas, but questions remain. Now let's talk about Kelsey Plum. That game she had this week? It's a reminder of just how special she is. 26 points, 8 assists. That's the kind of performance that wins you games. She was the heartbeat of that Vegas Vortex offense, controlling the pace and delivering when it mattered most. But here's the thing. Vegas has a decision to make. Plum is capable of being the centerpiece of any team, and I know what it's like to coach a player like that. You want to give them the freedom to take over games, but you also need to maintain balance within the system. Vegas seems to be leaning on a team-first mentality, which makes sense when you've got depth. But players like Plum, those generational talents, they thrive when they feel fully empowered. If you're the Vegas coaching staff, you have to ask yourself, are we maximizing Kelsey's impact? And more importantly, how do we ensure she feels valued as the leader of this team? Because if she starts to feel limited, you could have a problem on your hands. Managing star players is about trust, and if you don't build that trust, you risk losing the very thing that makes your team special. On the state of the UBL, what I'm seeing in the UBL right now reminds me of some of the biggest growth periods in basketball history. The talent level is incredible, the fans are invested, and the league is making the right moves to capitalize on that momentum. Expansion isn't just about adding teams, it's about sending a message that women's basketball is here to stay, and it's only getting bigger. The UBL has an opportunity to set the standard for how women's sports leagues can grow sustainably while delivering a product that's exciting, competitive, and globally relevant. With stars like Kelsey Plum, Aja Wilson, and Azzi Fudd leading the charge, and with cities like Seattle, Philly, and Toronto ready to join the mix, the future of this league is looking brighter than ever. Final words. From where I'm sitting, the UBL is in a perfect position. They've got momentum, they've got talent, and they've got a vision for the future. If they continue to make smart decisions, whether it's an expansion, player management, or fan engagement, this league is going to change the way people view women's basketball. And let me tell you, if you're not already paying attention, now's the time to start. This is WNBA Storylines. Have a positively great day.